Yes, thank you.
That's what it feels like.
Hey, we're live.
Oh, hey, we're live.
Hey.
Welcome to the show. Fine. I'm wearing the red shirt today. Now then, welcome to the Mercenaries of Mischief. We have a couple of announcements today on this very normal day where only normal things are happening.
That's never the case.
Everything's okay. Everything's all right. Regularly scheduled programming this week, starting, of course, with this show, Mercenaries of Mischief, flowing into Too Many Warlocks tomorrow, Poison Paradise on Tuesday, and then our new show, the Avalon Society London Fall, presented by Dead Aussie Gamer, featuring the Malifaux system Through the Breach, featuring an all-star cast, Guy from How to Be a Great GM, Marie from Orkenspalter TV, Till from London Fog, Janet from World Anvil, Anthony, Vegemite Dangerous from Roll for Damage, and Fate Master Michael, Dead Aussie Gamer, as we all know and love. They're doing very well. They've had 2 episodes in. Third episode will come up this week, so recommend checking it out. We've got some more Hero Factory coming this week. What's going on this week with Hero Factory?
Well, before we dive into that, I just want to mention that we are doing something a little bit different with the Avalon Society over on YouTube. We're actually going to be running them as premieres at 10 p.m. Eastern on Fridays, so that some of that Australian crowd and the U.S. crowd and us and them can all get together and chat about the show while it's going on. Okay.
Come together. Okay.
Right now.
What's going on with the Hero Factory?
Hero Factory stuff is happening. This week is a Guy episode. Guy. And there's way more color stuff than there is than in the previous episodes of Hero Factory. So
excellent.
It's a fun little episode that'll come out this week. And then last week's Jobetta's is up. And then Lilith was before that, so you can go and catch up on those if you have not. If you have not, those are pretty entertaining, if I do say so myself. And bonus thing coming soon.
Excellent. And when can we expect our Guy episode?
It's Wednesday. Every Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday it is. All right.
Also worth noting, another. I didn't update the announcements. I'm sorry, Sean.
Wow, I don't know what to think.
So Guy was so part of our whole Hero Forge situation is they gave us credit to order 2 color printed ones, and one of those got to be Guy because he's just Mr. Colorful. We couldn't decide what the other one is, so there's going to be a poll going up. Check over in our Discord. That'll I'll probably get that up today after the show. That will let you guys decide which one we should order in color. Who do you want to see in color? If you want to really get an idea of like what do these things look like when you order them.
Ho ho. Very well. All right. So if that's it for announcements today, we are still looking for Larch. Hashtag bring him home. There's clues. Play the thing. Just on the shores of the Deseret River, just across the way from Golden Fields, there rests a lonely key. It did a thing. Hello. And welcome to the Mercenaries of Mischief. I, as always, am your benevolent Dungeon Master, Puck. Some dashing rogue took over for me at the beginning of last week's show. Time is an enigma. We are all floating in the void. But he is gone now, and I am back.
I would say I don't even remember who that was.
Yeah, no, me neither. Some dashing rogue, as I'm certain. You can tell this is a completely different person as the previous person wore a black shirt. This one's red. Now then.
I love that you have pointed that out twice now.
Are you sure it's
proud of his
red?
red
Looks
shirt.
kind of burgundy.
Seems like something.
Which is a
Yeah, it
shade
looks
of
closer
red.
to black.
There's deep lore here. That's what I want to point
Yeah, I know.
Everything is symbolism. Don't take anything for granted. All right.
Like,
now then, I'm going to introduce these players in no particular order. Starting with our cleric of Selune with a dysfunctional sister, Miss Gilbetta Thakin Knott.
we're all dysfunctional. Yay.
Oh, this is the theme of yesterday, of like last
You
week's
keep
show.
saying yesterday. Did you have a show
okay.
yesterday without us that we don't know about?
Sort of.
Are you cheating on us?
Like, what in the world?
No, I want
Come on, we have an
We
open
trusted you.
relationship here. It's fine.
I was thinking about this earlier, and I'm like, man, this week has been like 1,000 years long. But now I'm like,
Then why do you keep saying that it's yesterday?
I don't know. Also joining us today is the ever adorable little orange kobold with a fancy new green cloak, Miss Rolda.
I remember.
The one who remembers.
Rolda
Rolda
remembers everything.
Rolda members all of the things. Also joining us today, the half-elf paladin with the tortured past and a new best friend who's sharp as a tack. Or a sword, if you will. Mr. Lucas is joining us as well today.
This has been a question. Should I still be a half elf, or at this point should I be like a 1/4 elf?
Part sword, part man,
Part
all
missing arm.
action. All action this fall. Last but not least,
In a world.
our infernal songstress extraordinaire and slowly getting over her family problems. Miss Lilith Singer joining us today as well. Oh, it's gonna be a fun day, folks. When last we left our heroes, get this train back on the tracks. When last we left our heroes, the party was hijacked by Puck, Fey, chaotic, mischievous spirit, who created physical manifestations of everyone's issues and then locked them in a pocket dimension to deal with them.
New sending stone. Who dis?
New sending stone. Who dis? And informed everyone that people are being erased and that Puck himself was about to be erased because he could feel himself disappearing from all realities. Our heroes grappled with their problems, and one by one they were able to confront their demons and escape this place. At the end, only to find that Gilbetta's sister, Figrella Bone River, or as she is now known, Figrella Stoutbeard, thanks to her recent marriage to Mr. Stoutbeard of Stoutbeard Bladeworks, a man who has a name, and I totally remember it. And if you watch previous episodes, it'll be in there. But that's not important right now. And she has a request of her sister. And that request is to come to the Shadowfell and assist her with a task.
A sister.
A sister.
Hey.
Sister.
Thank you.
The old early 90s vehicle featuring twin sisters.
You remember the 1290s traveling play?
Absolutely. And we're back. And that's where we left off. The party is in the Cookies Crab Shack, surrounding a table. Figrella is standing near the bar, uncomfortable to sit anywhere in these less than opulent surroundings she is most not accustomed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had gone to investigate some things,
Yes.
and I guess I would be returning to the crab shack to report my findings to Miss Gilletta.
Very well. Yes, because you did go. I almost forgot. You went and talked to Kat, and Kat's gallery is full of missing people, but only their silhouettes.
Miss Lilith, you don't have to draw anything because Cat already drew everybody, and a bunch of them are gone.
A bunch of what are gone?
A bunch of people are gone. It's not just Marcus and Mr. Puck. There's lots of people that are gone. They left blank spots on the picture.
Either this has been going on for a while, or this is.
It's going on real fast.
It's gone on real fast. Yes. All right, let's get together and talk about this situation then. I guess we'll just, get the group together and talk about this. Yeah.
Wrangle everybody up.
All
Yeah,
right.
wrangle it up.
Also, Mr. Strobetta, can I look in the bag? Cause didn't MT1 say that Redan gave us presents?
Oh, well, we can make a trip to the vault.
Okay.
We can just go to the vault and talk, I guess, technically.
Absolutely. That's 100% what you can do. You can
And we
Dungeons
can
and
kill
Dragons all
two
you want.
birds with
Way
one
too
stone.
excited about that. Okay.
No, look, everything's fine. Nothing I say or do means anything. So,
Right.
moving along.
Anyway, yeah, so I guess Jobetta's just like, you, to Figrilla, she's like, you just stand there continuing to look uncomfortable, I guess. I have business to take care of.
Is there like a VIP lounge? Is there?
You asked me that last week, and the answer is
I-
still no.
I want to
Okay.
whisper to Jabet and be like, there is a VIP drink that might loosen her up.
I don't need her going
That's-
into a whatever void cooking, because I don't think Jobetta's ever experienced it. Have I?
No, you have
No,
gotten
always rolled
your rolls every time.
Yeah.
on that.
Mhm.
So I don't know what I only know like what Kashano and everybody described it as. I've never actually.
Dwarf, she can handle it.
Mm.
Or maybe she'll
Come on.
have a dream that launches her to an existential crisis that ultimately leads to her death. I don't know.
Come
One
on.
or the other.
Drug your sister. Come
It
on.
gets edited in a really cool way. Anyway,
It's Cookie's mead. I mean, what harm can it do?
but I'm just like, no, there's not. It's not. We're not. That's. We're not like that.
Cookie serves it to everyone who asks for it.
Only on request.
She's like,
Okay.
look, we're not like that. This is
Yeah.
we prefer to help our people in other ways that are more sustainable and worthwhile. So,
Very, very well. And
Look,
she
if you want to,
reaches,
oh,
she reaches into her bag and like pulls out a cloth and like rubs the stool and then folds it gently to like cover the whole thing and perches upon it. I will
Well-
wait.
look, if you want a fun time, ask for Cookie's meat. You know, if you want, just you can see what that's all about.
I suppose I could try it.
Yep. Good luck, bye. And just
I'm gonna walk next to Gilbetta for just a moment and go, she's prissier than some of the princesses I've had to date. What's up with that?
hold on, back up for a second. What? First of all, what? Did you say that you've had to date? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, royalty. You get set up for a lot of political marriages and they try to see how things go, and it doesn't work out a lot of the time. It's just the way it goes. You get set up for a political marriage, sometimes you meet someone really nice, and then you take over their kingdom and they're nothing anymore, so then you're not allowed to date them. It's a complicated set of events.
I'm just. Can we just table your whole life for a second? Because you
At
got a
least-
lot going on, and
At least you're meeting new people. That's always good.
yeah, she's great. Jovetta like yells.
He is cool. I like my sister a lot.
She's like, okay, bye, and then she runs out.
Excellent.
Going towards the vault.
All
I
right.
guess, so that we can talk in private and see what's down there.
All right. It has begun a slight spring shower outside. There's a little bit of a drizzle of rain coming down. There are some puddles forming, so it's a little bit sloshy as you make your way to the Mage Tower. And MT1 is there to greet you.
Old friend.
Hello.
Mr. One, you said that there's some presents in the vault for us from Redan?
Yes, we do receive many things from Redan.
That Redan. Yeah, we need to have a chat, and we figured we would use this opportunity to check out what's down there in the
Very well.
process. So,
Would you like me to set up a secure room for you?
yes, that would be great.
I shall make the necessary alterations.
Thank you.
And he ushers you down into this space. And he has prepared everything. Redan had left instructions with the items that he sent. So eventually your descent leads into a room that, as you walk in, it is still taking shape in the kind of shifting stones that exist in the Mage Tower. And there is a table with a number of items laid out on it, and 4 chairs available for you guys.
I'm going to run over to the table and see what's there.
All right. If you go over to the table, there is a belt of dwarven kind. It's got a note on it, and the note says, "From blank." And then at the bottom, it ends with, "Just kidding, it's from Redan."
Oh my god.
Oh, that is a good one.
I fucking hate Redan. I don't.
The hat
you
of
forgot
disguise with a tag that says "For Lilith," and it is explicit on the tag that it says, "This is a loan. You cannot keep it. I want it back at some point."
Okay.
Yep. Sounds right.
Tell me when. Saves me a spell slot, I guess.
What is it? What did you say it is?
It's a disguise hat.
It's his hat of disguise.
Oh, it's his hat. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I missed
Yeah.
his hat.
One of his most prized possessions.
The
Which
thing
is
that-
why he said, I want this back.
And then there is also a bag of tricks tagged for Lilith.
What?
And it has a note attached to it saying that Piztog is a very helpful and good boy.
But it's just like Redan, Blacktooth, the guys at the Pegasus Estate. Like,
Oh, I made no progress with them, sadly.
anyway,
Send a letter out
Came
to see
on
if they
a-
like.
Came on a little strong. Okay. And lastly, a ring of protection tagged for Rolda.
Is this going to make my AC higher?
Yes, apparently. It's going to give you a +1 AC.
What about-
Thanks, Redan.
what about the
Thanks.
sending stones?
Yeah, I didn't send those.
So we still don't have them. Great.
And he doesn't know Lucas, so Brady didn't send anything for Lucas yet. He's still got to meet Redan, which that's going to be an incredible conversation.
I imagine Jobetta's just like, all right, that's fine.
Can I check what this bag of tricks is. I'm starting to get that vibe where you like someone gives you a can of peanuts and you open it and there's like this little just pops out. What is this? Yeah, what is this?
The bag is full of a bunch of furry spheres.
What
What?
color is the bag?
The bag is, I'm going to tell you what color it is right now,
Okay.
which is something that I know.
Okay.
Types non-conspicuously.
No, you don't know that. Don't pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
There's no curtain. We're live. You don't get a curtain, bro.
This is a rust-colored bag.
Okay. I pull out one of them furry balls.
All right. You have a tiny furry ball in your hand.
I don't get it. Is this a joke? Because I have this thing in my hand. I toss it up and down.
It's from Redan.
All right. I need you to roll a d8.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
And I need to scroll down. 4.
Okay.
All right. You toss it up, and it turns into a goat. And a goat falls on you.
So it's
And then scampers off.
yeah. So they do it does random things, basically.
So now we have a goat on the loose?
I mean, can a goat really be?
Now we have fresh meat.
We have all right. Well,
All
we're not
is
going to kill
correct.
the goat.
Did you say we're going to go kill a goat?
No, Lorana said we have fresh meat.
Oh, shoot.
Unless if it's a nanny goat, then we have milk.
Anyway,
All right. I'm going to count what's left in there because I guess that's a limit.
There are 8 more inside.
Okay.
They're all different colors.
Yeah.
Good to know. Things will be interesting later. And I pocket it.
Lord, thanks for Dan
Well.
for that. Can somebody MT1? Can we let the goat out? So it can we let the goat out, please? Because that's gonna be distracting during our meeting.
It's like gnawing on capes.
Just wait until they headbutt you, man. A goat that headbutts you hurts, man.
I will
Sister had a
Meat is
goat.
some hardtack.
Huh? Sorry.
I will take this goat to the stables.
Thanks. Please don't let the dinosaurs see it.
Maybe it can.
We're gonna reenact some Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Yeah.
Al doesn't want to eat. He wants to hunt.
Yeah, that's exactly.
All right. So,
Anyway,
yeah.
The goat is ushered out of the room.
First order of business in our private quarters at the moment.
yeah. I already forgot. There was the goat thing. Why did we come down here? What was
One, I'm assuming you want to talk about your sister and the situation. And 2, Vilda came back with news when she came
right,
after
Kat.
talking to a cat, saying there are
What?
people missing in paintings.
What happened, Rolda? What exactly was?
She has lots of pictures that she draws, and she keeps them in a rogue dimension, which was fun. And she said that we can see them if you want to see them. It might still be open, actually. It was up in the library. Was where I found her, I think. Was that
Yeah.
it? Sure.
That's where you found her.
Yeah. So maybe it's still open up there. We can look, or if not, maybe she can open it again. But you can see how many people are missing.
Like, so are there just blank spots or?
Yeah, it's just like somebody cut them out with a knife. And I did say that I was kind of like giving a hard look. So approximately how many people would I say are missing from paintings.
It's difficult to say because you're not sure how many of them are doubles,
Right.
but more than 20.
Yeah, that's a lot. Like a couple dozen.
Okay. So Redan's plan isn't really going to help us.
No, because then they'll just the page will be blank.
Yeah. So it's not. Yeah. That is good information to know, though.
But when I go back and look again, I can see if more people are missing, and then maybe we can see if it's happening real fast or everything.
Where do we even start with this missing people problem?
How are you supposed to look for somebody that you don't remember? I don't.
Mm-mm.
Let's see. Mr. Puck said Carl might be able to help, and we need to find a planeswalker. And Mr. Stillbite, you said you know what a planeswalker is, yeah?
Yeah, around Dr. Redan. Redan's working on it. It's fine. I don't have to go home. It's fine. Redan's working on it.
She doesn't want to go home at all.
Redan. The Warlocks are...
That's red, by the way. That's...
Yeah. Yep. The Warlocks are dealing with it. Redan has some connections. So.
Yay.
Okay. So...
I love how she's just sat in a room and said, guys, Redan's got this.
Yeah, well.
I don't know anything
Yeah.
about this Redan, but he seems
Keythree's
like
there,
a very smart
so-
and capable individual.
Keythree's there.
Things.
Can you imagine that we just started making that a thing? It's just like, oh, new quest. The Warlocks handle it. Just
And
keep
I
pushing.
I mean, that's basically what we do.
It's kind of the business model here.
Yeah, like delegation is important.
Remember that mountain
I remember.
Yeah.
from like 20 minutes ago?
Do you remember Team Growl?
Busy day.
Do I remember Team Growl?
Yep,
Yeah, okay.
all too well.
Yeah, we found Team Growl.
Do you remember Kalazar?
I'm just gonna keep saying yes until Puck tells me otherwise.
I'm gonna keep doing this and just naming people in the keep until somebody stops.
Oh, gosh.
I imagine it's like a thing where like we're having other conversations and Rolda's just like, do you remember this person?
Mhm.
And
Yes,
then we're
Rolda.
like, da 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 da. Do you remember? No. Do you remember this person? But yeah, so I don't know. The Warlocks, Keythree's there, and the rest of them.
Can
Mr. Penn is very smart. Maybe he'll figure it out.
no.
I mean, he's got a lot of things in his book that can help him figure it out.
He's smart. That's not the problem with him. His intelligence is not is not a question that I worry about.
Let me tell you what Penn's problem is.
Wait, can Penn and the Warlocks find Carl? Or do you think
I don't think
Launch.
Carl can find Carl most days.
do you think Kalazar might be of some help? I mean, he got the monkey from another place. That wasn't part of our world.
Redan said that they have a lead on Carl.
I remember Redan can find people by thinking about them, but only if they're now. And Carl is sometimes not now. Sometimes he's a different then.
Yeah, and that takes an hour. And it also causes some real bad problems when you try to find. I'm not going to get into it. It's a whole thing.
Okay.
You know, the whole Alicia thing with the gods and all that.
I don't remember that part.
I was talking to
Yeah,
Lilith.
with Rolda.
We're not at that part.
I was talking to Lilith because Lilith was looking a little like she didn't know what I was talking about.
What? Alicia?
Yeah. When I
No,
mentioned
I mention Alicia all the time. Like, hey, we're going to do anything about this god that wants to destroy the world.
Again.
Along with all these other people that want to destroy the world.
we have a lot to deal with.
There's a lot of people that want to destroy the world.
I mean, there's a god that has a grudge against a bartender that we know.
He's
And I
not.
just-
He's retired. He's not a problem.
I calmed
Yeah,
him down. He's fine.
You know, it'd be nice.
That
If it
guy's
was-
fine.
different
If they-
god.
Well, no, if there's like an order, like, okay, first will be this, not them all at the same time.
That's yeah. Well, anyway, so Yeah, the warlocks are on
Okay.
the planeswalker thing,
Mm-hmm.
and the Carl situation.
All right, we leave that to them.
So,
So,
and they're better equipped with all that the plane walking stuff anyway.
okay. And your
Hey.
sister?
My sister, I don't know what the fuck, man, is her deal. She apparently there's some nonsense going down in the Shadowfell.
No details about it exactly.
What was it she said? She said that she told me. I didn't have my notes last week, so I didn't.
She said that there's a disturbance in the Shadowfell. Something is there that should not be there.
Okay, that's right.
And she has enlisted the aid of your organization to assist her in expelling it.
Yeah, that.
How do you know it's not like a trap?
I honestly, if she wanted to kill me, she would just go for it.
Could she?
Well, I mean, no. That's why I said she'd try, not that she would succeed.
I'm going to lean over to Rolda. What exactly is a Shadowfell?
It's like the Feywild, but evil.
Yeah, you'd love it there.
There's lots of
Okay.
stuff you can kill without feeling bad about it at all.
So apparently things are amiss. Something there that's
What's-
not supposed to be there.
Would Salune also be aware of this mishap that's happening
I mean,
down in Shadowfell?
I haven't prayed about it yet. It's kind of a you know, you don't want to abuse the
You
divine
want to
connection.
use the cleric-god relationship.
Yeah,
You can't go to the boss every time you have a
yeah.
problem.
Some stuff you got to figure out on your own.
Well, I mean,
Roll, do you get it?
There's an incredible rolling eyes feeling you're getting from Lucas. You just can't see the eyes being rolled.
The
Then I don't know.
displacement in gravity.
Well, she got this message from Shard, does she not?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, most likely, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
You know how
It's- look-
sometimes though, like you don't want to let your sister know about a thing, so you ask someone else to take care of it. I think this is going on. So Lena and Char, I think they still don't talk much.
They every once in a while they communicate, but only when it's a dire need.
So like family holidays.
Well,
Like Mister's birthday.
if you consider the creation and destruction of worlds family holidays, then sure.
Man, Mister's birthday's got to be weird.
They're just just to please chat at the God bowling alley. They're just like, so hey, what's
So
hey,
saw you made it out.
so
That was the drop.
Mr. Gilberta, while we're here at the tower, you had said about maybe going to the ethereal to see if there are strings to me.
Oh.
yeah. I think that it's not a bad idea to take a quick trip, pop over to the ethereal, and it might. I mean, and to look at all of us really to see if there's anything there that shouldn't be there, and we can get
Some clarity.
Yeah.
How does one actually travel to the ethereal?
Oh, we have a horse for that.
That explains
Oh,
everything. Cool.
But Mr. One can send us through the tower too.
Yes.
But then we don't get to talk to the horse. That's fine.
We should still talk to the horse before we leave. I want to talk to Lady Bella before we leave. I miss her. She is fun.
I love it because nope,
Lady Bella?
nope.
The
That's
horse's
a good
name was
name for a
Veronica.
horse.
I know. It's just he can't say it. He always argues it, and he can't. I love it.
That was the
I
other.
know.
Yeah, we have Lady Bella. She's
I have goat hair all over me. Sorry.
Man,
she's the goat's
got
gone.
away.
She's what is it? A nightmare, right? Is that what
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Nightmare.
Yeah, she's a nightmare. She can just pop us
She
right
is
over.
an absolute nightmare. Let me
She's
tell
the
you.
best nightmare, though. The best.
right.
But yeah, or MT1 can just send us.
All right.
So we
Ethereal?
doing that now?
Sure.
You certainly can.
All right, let's pop over to the ethereal.
All right. By horse or by tower?
We'll go by tower.
Okay.
I just wanted to talk to Lady Bella.
It's just
You can talk after.
so mad. Just like, whatever, fine. We use a stupid tower.
We'll use the tower. It's fine.
Beautiful, majestic creature. We'll not use it. It's fine.
That whose like sole purpose is to do this for us.
So, MT1 leads you to an exit that will lead to the ethereal. Rolda, do a perception check for me.
Oh, okay. This is before or after we got. I mean, I got to know when to press the button that makes us go to the ethereal.
Oh, that's okay. This is before we go.
Okay, good. Perception check. 17.
17. There's something different about the way MT1 is put together. The look of his body is different. Like the wood and the steel plates are in different places.
Mr. One, have you been working out?
What
That does not affect me.
what
I'm
a
afraid I cannot be modified in this way.
weird question.
You look like modified in some way.
I am uncertain. To my knowledge, this is the way I have always looked.
No, you looked different before. That part was metal and that part was wood. Do you remember, Mrs. Jobel? You remember that part was metal? I'm guessing she doesn't.
Nope, she doesn't.
You know what, MT1, we're gonna. I really want to talk to Lady Bella, so we're gonna. We're gonna go find Lady Bella and have her send us.
Very well.
But first, I want to take a trip to the vault.
Of course. Allow me to open the vault for you. And he opens
Thanks.
the vault again.
Thanks. And I just want to make sure. So what's okay? So I imagine. So the big pile of money that's been cleaned up, right?
Yeah.
And like,
yeah.
okay. And then is there anything else in here? Like, because I know that us and the Warlocks share this space. So I'm
Well,
trying
the Warlocks have their section and you guys have your section.
okay.
So your guys' section is fairly clean and pristine. There's not a lot of stuff put in there. The Warlock section occasionally has random weird shit just fall into it.
Yeah. Okay.
While
Because
we're there, it's
Verdan
just
is
like
there.
a monster's head.
Yeah, just like part of a snake person tumbles in.
Great. That's not concerning at all.
This is normal. This is normal for Verdan.
And let's see. And then, okay, cool. So everything else looks kind of the same. I guess the mirror is cleaned up at this point.
Yeah, the mirror is cleaned up and the frame is still there.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure everything else kind of was okay. Yeah, we're going to go find Lady Bella.
Okay.
Thanks, MT1.
No problem. It is my pleasure to be of service.
Absolutely, buddy. And we're like walking out, and once we get outside and away from the I'm like, I'm sure it would have been fine, but considering that
He's different.
he's different and he doesn't know it, I don't know. That makes me uncomfortable.
Well, you don't know that he's different either. Rolda does.
Well, she told us.
Yeah. Do you just believe her then?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Well, she's Rolda. Why would
Of course.
Man, if this is a different character, I would abuse the shit out of it.
Like, why would I not? All right, so yeah, let's go find Lady Bella.
All right. You find Lady Bella. She is in the stables. She is mentally arguing with Windsong.
Of course.
So the two of them are neighing at each other, and you'll hear Windsong's half of it, but you'll hear Lady Bella / Veronica / the Nightmare Horse.
Well, I'm gonna
speaking in horse sound.
Well, I'm just gonna speak with animals because I'm just curious.
All right. As you turn it on, you hear Veronica. You are a fake and a charlatan. You are the worst behaved horse I have ever seen.
Okay. And Windsong?
And Windsong says, look, I don't need to be anybody but me. All right? You don't know me. You don't know what I've been through.
All right. Hey. Jobetta nays.
Windsong's like, you don't need to neigh. I speak common.
Well, but... And she just points to Lady Bella.
She was speaking to me, you imbecile. Do not call me that. I am a very smart Pegasus.
So should we separate you guys, or what?
It is fine.
What the hell's going on here?
It is fine. I was just discussing the proper way for a steed of his caliber to conduct himself, and he took exception.
Well, you
Whatever,
know.
I'm not actually... Okay, I am, but I wasn't always.
You didn't finish
So
your sentence.
maybe I'm a little different.
So, it's fine to be different. Okay, can we table this for a minute?
It's fine. I'm gonna go
Lady
have a drink.
Oh,
And Windsong like flutters out of the...
okay, bye.
I feel like as this is dying down, because I wish I would have cast Speak to Animals so I could get on that. But as this is dying down, I'll probably cast it and go over and talk to Spitfire. You know what they're arguing about?
Oh, that man, that one horse that you got in here, that Pegasus, he's not like any other Pegasus I've ever met. And he doesn't even know any good tricks, and he's kind of lazy. I kind of agree with the fire horse.
Is it
I was
just
a little
different 'cause-
weirded out at first, but we have the same kind of mane, so like, I mean, I admire her style.
Does he not like flying, or how is he different?
He just doesn't. He doesn't behave like a horse. He
What
doesn't
does he
behave like a
behave
Pegasi either. He behaves like an unruly human.
All right, Lady Bella. What? So we need to go to the ethereal, please.
Of course, I can transport you there. Everyone
Thanks.
place a hand on me.
You're the best.
You know, one time
You're gonna have to tell everyone else. They don't speak.
I know.
and I'm not paying attention because I'm like, one time Lilith turned Mr. Lucas into a horse, and he was very mad.
Rolda.
That's what, oh,
And
sorry, I have
I'm
to go. I'll
neighing at
talk to you later,
Rolda.
bye.
I should point this out. Like I am very specific. Like I'm speaking in horse to Rolda, knowing
you do know that I
she's-
can't let that go without you showing me what that sounds like.
Okay, all right, that's fine. So Jobetta just like looks at Rolda and she's like, "Nay, nay, nay, nay."
Rolda kind of looks over and she goes, and turns back to Spitfire and goes, just like, okay, I gotta go talk to you later.
Yeah, and Jobetta's like, and then in common, she's like, "All right, put your hands on the horse," which is what she already told Rolda.
Well, that wasn't weird. Put my hand on there.
And then I put my hand and like rub behind Lady Bella's ear, like
All right.
scratch behind her ear.
And you guys are transported to the ethereal plane.
And Jobetta realizes she meant to ask this question before we got here, but has anybody not been to the ethereal? Okay, cool.
It's just the new ones.
Yeah, I've never left the material plane.
Yeah.
This is all new.
I've been lots of places.
So welcome to the ethereal.
In this place, I'm gonna lay some shit out for you guys.
Oh God. Okay.
Rolda is surrounded by this semi-radiant aura at this point.
Can I see it?
Yeah, you can see it. You are shining.
No.
Lucas looks like he's fading. Like he's partially transparent here. And his sword is shining with this bright red light. And everybody else looks the same.
Cool.
Well, I don't know what to make heads or tails of this situation with the new ones here.
So you're like, and then, but you're.
I wasn't like this last time I was here.
You
Oh,
were
thanks.
at the ethereal plane?
Oh yeah.
What did it? What did you look like the last time you were in the ethereal?
Like me,
Just normal.
pretty much. Unless
Dude,
I don't
I'm
know,
fabulous.
would I have been different than that?
Uh,
Let's say
last
2 years ago.
no, it wasn't like this 2 years ago.
Yep, no, wasn't like this.
All right. And you've never been here, so you don't know what. Hey, what's the guy with the sword?
Something about Corn? Cornelius?
Corvan.
Corvan. That one. Corvan. Are you Corvan here?
Corvan is here.
Let's go find Corvan. Corvan. Hey, Corvan. What's up, man?
Rolda, you've been here before, right?
Have I been to the ethereal and in the keep? I've been to.
I'm trying to remember.
Not with us.
No.
I don't think you
I don't
have.
think so.
Never mind. Never
No.
mind. My bad.
But I would recognize the insignias on his armor and
Yeah.
give him a formal draconic sort of like Bahamut be praised or whatever. The
Oh yeah, and he shouts it back to you in draconic. Hello.
Oh God, this again. Can't we just speak common?
It's just respectful. It's just
polite.
respectful to speak to someone in
Sorry.
a language.
I
that-
used to be a Bahamut cleric.
Corvan, do you know what is going on with? Do you know what those things mean that I'm looking at? And she points to the obviously bright shining light and the dimming one.
I didn't
Yeah.
used to be shiny.
If I would have to guess, I would say that some powerful deity has her back, and I would say that this gentleman here is incomplete. Like
Yeah,
he's,
that tracks.
He's missing something.
Do you know who is the thing with many faces?
The thing with many faces.
The person with many, or the him with
The-
many faces, or the one with many faces,
he who has many faces.
the her with many faces. I don't know.
There, a lot of beings have called themselves that in the past. I'm not familiar. I can't say I've ever encountered one.
Can anybody here tell what's stuck to me by looking at me?
Not that I know of. I mean, it's light. You could try the book guy.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Also, I just want to know for like visual purposes, is the I'm sure Eris and Discordia's weird house thing is still
Ever
here.
changing. Yeah.
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 And is there anything like is Richard's
Yes, Titania's
Yep.
tree still
is
there.
Titania's tree still there? Yeah.
It is.
Interesting. Okay. I am intrigued by this, but I know that she's hateful, so I'm not going to deal with that. But yeah, the Grand Archivist is here. He's Pin's patron.
Yeah, he's been throwing out books all day.
Okay.
He's been throwing out books.
like
Yeah.
Like
like-
this destroying?
like as if it's like a spring cleaning thing or what?
Like he keeps chucking books out to the front of his sanctum.
I wonder if they're for Pin to come pick up or something. I don't.
If you look over, there's like a pile of them, and occasionally one will come out and flop onto the ground.
All right.
Maybe he already read them.
Let's see. Well, he doesn't. Whatever. Let's go see if. And Gilberta she'll say, "Follow me," I guess, and she'll go over, and she'll kind of stop at the pile of books, and she'll say, "This doesn't seem like a Grand Archivist that is pleased."
Did that have
Inside,
name?
you hear empty, and another one flies out.
Gilberta opens one of the books in the pile.
They're empty. The pages are all blank.
Am I getting God vibes off of this guy? 'Cause I don't know who this is.
This is a great old one. It emits something similar to God vibes.
Okay, then I'm just going with this is a god. I will go up near the door and like go full on to the knees, head to the floor, bow, like prostrate myself. Is that the word?
But it's not necessary, Tonekeeper.
It's not.
Oh,
Yeah, Pin's
great
not
one.
here. Pin's not here.
We come to beseech your wisdom.
It's
the Tonekeeper's companions. I see.
yeah. So there's that, and she points to the aura around Rolda, and she says, and also there's this, and she like grabs Lucas, and I imagine you can like I imagine you can see through him. Is what I like to think. So it's like
waving from the other side.
it's like, hey, so there's this also.
And how long has that? Pointing at the books.
Hold
has
on,
been
one
chugging?
thing at a time, woman.
I can explain a bit of this, but not very much.
I wouldn't want to step on your toes. If you wish to tell them, you may do so.
From my understanding and from the feelings that I've been getting from I'm kind of slowly losing my powers, which means I'm slowly losing kind of grasp on life. A god brought me back to life, and I rejected that god's influence.
Oh.
Mr. Great Archivist, am I a magic vampire sucking his power away?
No.
Okay, good.
And also, I would definitely like to help you with, or figure if we can help you with this situation. And she points to the probably still growing pile of books, as he's probably still going through books.
The Tonekeeper seems to have let me down.
Ooh.
And I'm not sure how, but I'm quite disappointed.
Ooh. Well, if
This
it makes
is the
you
worst thing you could ever do to Skylar.
if it makes you feel any better,
It is.
he would probably be really upset to know that and do everything within his power to fix it. So,
Well, I will consult with him immediately once I have determined
the extent,
the
of it-
depth,
yeah.
the extent of this gap.
So
Why
what-
would he send me incomplete?
So wait, he sent you these books?
It is the only explanation. I would not have
Hold on.
archived
Hold on.
empty tomes.
Hold on. Okay, so there's a thing happening where people are disappearing, like from everywhere.
Everywhere.
Like, okay, so there's this Puck, Lord of Chaos, that you won't remember. I only remember it because she told me.
He sounds like a wonderful dashing figure.
But he's disappeared now from like everything, and apparently there are other people that this is happening to. So it's possible that these books are somehow connected with that.
Me and Redan are the only ones who remember all the people, and there was Marcus Phoenix was one of them too. And a lot of people are missing from the paintings. There's people everywhere. Also, do you know why I am glowing? Like specifically, like who? Because I thought I was working for Kellenvor. Then this other person said they have many faces, and that they are at my back. Do you know who that is?
Something is attached to you.
I saw, and Gilbetta describes what she saw. There's the celestial bodies, like the 12.
That is very strange.
Yeah, Salune didn't know what it was either.
I only
There
saw
is a
one.
legend
Yeah.
before my time, before knowledge, before things could be archived and kept and recorded, that the first beings that began to worship anything, that worship took form in its most pure state. And that worship changed depending on the needs, knowledge, and worship of the beings that look to it. Perhaps what you're experiencing is something like this.
So, and Gilbetta describes what happened to Rolda in battle, her like blackout phases.
Yeah, usually when everybody's gonna die, everything goes dark, and then I wake up and everybody's dead, and there's a god there, and they're like, "Hey, need you to go this way now," and so I go. But the last time it happened, there wasn't a new god, but everybody wasn't dead either, and now this person that looks like the sky is talking and says that they're the hand at my back, and I think maybe it was always the same person. Could that be a thing? Because what you said sounds like that.
This is very strange. And he's
Sounds-
excitedly writing in his books.
And and from our perspective, and Gilbetta describes what it was like from her perspective. It was like, she just kind of goes into like blank mode, and like she was like, "I will defeat everything," and like it was a whole thing, and it's kind of freaky. And like I said, Salune didn't know what it was, which was concerning because that means it's not a common thing or
This is fascinating.
anything. But maybe
It
I
would
hate
have
to
been before Salune's time. Salune herself is a fairly young god.
yeah. She's still one of the old ones, but like not the old ones, obviously. But
Well, I mean, I don't like to brag about my age.
time is relative.
Yes, absolutely.
But
And he's writing more.
Whatever it is,
Furiously recording.
whatever it is, it seems to want me to stay alive, but it doesn't care too much about my friends.
Odd.
On
And-
the subject of staying alive,
oh,
how do I?
Oh yeah, if he disappears here, is he gonna die?
He's still got ways to go. I'm not a spiritualist or medical. I do have extensive knowledge on it, but a practical application is something altogether different.
mhm.
In other recorded cases of pact breakers fading, they do have to find another way to supplement their power.
Mm.
I see the look Rolda is giving me, and I'm just immediate. I'm not worshiping another god.
But what if it's all the gods?
That would be worse.
Some pact breakers have sought out the assistance of powerful demons and become death knights. That has worked for many in the past.
I'll be honest, that's not ideal for your position here.
It really isn't.
It'd be cool.
He'd be out of a job, but yeah.
He'd have a new job. He'd
We
be a
have a
Death Knight.
strict no death knight policy.
But yeah, like
Perhaps we
Also-
can find a similar arrangement with a semi-celestial deity.
I mean, you got to figure something out. Unless you just want to, die.
You go check at the fairy tree. Maybe they can help.
Also, this is something I'm really curious about. In the ethereal, does he have his arm?
He has the spectral form of an arm, and it's just hanging there at his side.
Maybe Mr. Richard's patron can help you out like she helped him. Give you a new arm.
You've heard the story of Mr. Richard's patron, right?
Just that she gave him an arm. That's all I heard.
Can we not get into that right now? She's like right there.
It's just like,
Look, I am not afraid to smack down with another deity.
But okay, so, but yeah, Rhoda did also say that the last time she was in the ethereal, which was about 2 years ago, I think you said just now, that she didn't look like this.
Nope.
So, don't know how long that's been.
And about that time, I was following Loth. Or at least I thought I was.
She and Jobetta looks at the Grand Archivist and she's like, she jumps around a lot. It's a thing.
And I can't worship a demon, but she can clearly worship an evil deity. This seems like a very...
She wasn't here then. She was not at the keep at the time.
it's while you're in the organization.
Also,
you don't look at your past.
Evil is a strong word. They prefer morally challenged.
That's because they're evil. That's how that works. Anyway, so there's that. There's him, and also what's happening?
I'm still listening. Please continue.
Okay. And also the whole people disappearing thing may have something to do with the books. I don't know. Maybe some people were authors of the books or
Are the books also empty when I look in them? They don't,
Yes.
like, the letters don't read. Okay.
are the covers blank?
The covers are blank.
Okay. And she says, look, it might be a pen thing.
There.
I'm just...
What's he pointing at?
He's pointing at one of his books open and floating,
Okay.
and the text is disappearing slowly from the book.
I'm going to grab it and try to read it because I know I'm the only one that's going to remember. To get some idea of what this is about that's disappearing. Whatever I can.
It is the story of a group of drow in a city in the Underdark who were taken to the Shadowfell by shadow dragons, consumed those shadow dragons, and became assassins of drow.
Okay, I'm just getting as much as this as I can until it disappears, and then I'll turn around and it was about there was some drow. They went to Shadowfell and they ate demons, and then they became assassins.
Why? Of course. Why wouldn't it be the shadow? Why wouldn't it be the shadow? Though?
Mr. Old One, do you remember that story? Some drow that
No.
ate some demons, and then they
I know
became drow
of
assassins.
the organization. However, it has been leaderless for some time.
Maybe it hasn't. Maybe it just became leaderless a second ago, and that's why the words are disappearing.
So that brings up another point. That's actually really interesting that's the story that does, because my sister showed up today. Well, long story. And she said that something is in the Shadowfell that shouldn't be, and she wants us to help her clear it out.
That is most unusual. Shar would not enjoy trespassers in the Shadowfell, particularly ones that she did not desire to be there.
I know.
But she invited us.
I mean, a cleric of hers invited us. We don't know if she invited us.
If Shar is reaching out to an agent of her sister,
Yeah. That's
He must be in dire need.
yeah. That's the yeah. That's what I was telling them about. They only yeah. So I don't like that was a Shadowfell story, and that just doesn't seem like a coincidence to me.
The organization is known as the Shadrakai.
I'm glad that our talking gave you time to look that up in your mind brain. I don't. Well, I guess I wouldn't remember much. I wouldn't know much about it either. If stories are getting wiped out,
you know about them. You just don't know about their leader.
That's the thing, is that this stuff is so hard to track because we have no.
Then if we are going to solve this, we need to find people who can track it.
Do you know Carl?
I did receive information from the Tomekeeper about a being known as Carl, but I have no further knowledge about them.
Yeah, he's kind of like a planeswalker, but he doesn't seem to have a lot of control over it.
Yeah, he fixes stuff.
He jumps from time to time.
My notes say that he is a warlock with a patron that moves him through time and space.
Yes.
This is very strange.
Yes.
Did you meet with him as well?
Yes.
Yes, he helped us. There was a big rip in reality, and a big monsters came through, and we got him, but they killed a bunch of people first, and then Carl fixed it.
The name appears throughout. In some people's recordings, it's usually with a group of adventurers that take pity on a weary traveler who seems to have lost his mind.
I helped him find his keys.
Yeah, we helped him find his keys.
This tracks.
Also, Puck, you know Puck, right?
I'm not familiar with this.
And then Rolda just turns and runs towards Titania's tree.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Rolled it. No.
Rolled it. That she's not. She's. Oh Lord.
There's an immediate chasing after her.
All right. I'm sure you can, depending on how far it is, you could probably catch her.
Jobetta's not running. Jobetta's staying to talk to the Grand Archivist.
I'd like to pick up Rolda just kind of by the scruff of her clothing, so she's still moving at the same time.
For a good couple seconds, she's still running.
Make an acrobatics check to see if you can grab her.
Okay.
If you make an acrobatics check to grab her and you beat her AC, you grab her.
It's good luck.
Which now just became 21.
So I have to get a nat 20.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh, that was with disadvantage.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. I mean,
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Neither one of those is high enough. All right, Rolda, you run up to the tree.
I'll get throw myself to the ground. Great fairy queen. I got an important question.
It is I, Queen of the Feywild, Titania. She merges. There's birds and butterflies flying out, and fireflies.
The majesty! I must avert my gaze. So beautiful you are. Blah blah blah. Okay, this is important though.
Very audibly, Lucas just goes, Richard always said you were pretentiously over the top.
Why would you say? Why?
It was inaudibly.
Oh, it was definitely audibly.
Why would you say that?
Oh dear. That's enough out of you. And then he sinks into the ground.
I am okay with this.
Do you know who Puck is?
I'm not familiar with that name. It sounds ridiculous.
He used to work for you, or maybe he was your son or something. I don't really know how it works, but he was he had your powers and stuff, and now he was disappeared. Nobody can remember him.
If such a person did exist, I'm certain I would remember them. That sounds absolutely ridiculous.
He was disappeared from all planes of existence.
Really? By who?
We don't know. We're trying to figure it out. Maybe you can help.
Someone stole from me.
Oh, yeah, somebody stole it. And it was something you were real worried about. He was real important to you, and somebody stole him.
Who?
We don't know. We got to find out. Can you help?
I don't know why I would ask you for help on this, but I thank you for bringing the information to me.
No, I would ask for your help, oh great lady.
I will attend to this matter immediately. Is there any additional information you can give me about this person?
Yes, he was kind of a jerk, and he said that he felt somebody stab him with something magic in a different timeline or dimension or something, and it made him start to erase over across all of them. And then he said that Carl, who's a warlock who can jump around, well, not who can, but who gets thrown around to different times and places, that he could help, and also if we can find a planeswalker.
I see. Well, you've given me a lot to think about. Thank you very much for that. And she reaches through her dress and gives you a small acorn. This is for you.
Thank you.
And then she goes back into her tree, and as she's going back, and she's like, Oberon, get your coat!
Oh, they're back together. It's wonderful.
I will put the acorn with my bag of
A
crazy
strain
stuff
Richard
from other
put on their
dimensions.
marriage.
Meanwhile,
Leans out of the door. It's like, take
Yeah.
back your sad paladin.
Gilbetta, as that happens and like she just kind of runs off, Gilbetta says, yeah, I'm not getting involved in that. I have no quarrel with her, and I don't wish to change that.
And when I get back, I'll be like, she's gonna help. She's real mad about it too. Not at us though. She's mad at whoever's taking people.
Yeah, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not getting involved in that. So, anyway,
Not touching that shit.
heard enough stories. I know enough to know better. And I'm like, so, you know, I tell the Grand Archivist, I say, you know, as much as I hate to say this, maybe don't immediately go so hard on Penn for the book thing.
If it is truly not his doing, he has nothing to fear.
I mean, like some of it maybe. I'm just saying, but it seems like there's something else going on here.
I will temper my response to the Tonekeeper.
The Tonekeeper tries, is all I'm saying.
He tries really hard.
Hey, just to check, Mr. Old One, can you tell us the name again of the Drow Assassins, the organization?
The Shadrakai.
Okay, you still remember that one. Good.
But yeah, the Tonekeeper tries. He's just a little lost sometimes.
I fucking love that you're going to bat for Penn on this. It's just
And,
like,
she does,
And then walking it back. And then
she does. She's like, you know, don't tell him I said that. But
in light of this new information, I will temper my response to the Tonekeeper.
Okay, good. And you know, hopefully we can try to start to get to the bottom of this, and figure out who's doing this and why. It seems to be systematic. Like the Marcus Phoenix guy that Roland was talking about apparently was a rogue. He was like super helpful here.
he was also an assassin. Maybe that's the connection.
Perhaps.
Maybe somebody, but why would someone erase assassins?
I mean, you know, assassin's kind of a bullshit way to kill someone.
I mean, have you met
I don't-
assassins? They're pretty killable.
I mean, but
Give it to their face, right, Lucas?
But it doesn't make sense because a bad person wouldn't want to eliminate assassins because they can utilize them, and a good person
Also utilizes them.
It's a weird, like, it's just a weird thing.
I think there are some guys that only that are real worried about just like how you fight, and not necessarily who you fight, and they just don't like sneaky people.
Can change the course of history.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but there's also random people. It seems that are disappearing.
Pug said he felt somebody stab him in a different time-space plane. It was probably an assassin.
Maybe
they made themselves secret so that we couldn't find out about them.
But how would they make themselves disappear from the entire world but themselves? That doesn't track.
I would love to discuss this further, but I have much to research.
Yeah, it's fine. So just, keep in mind, people erasing people. So, if we'll try to either come tell you if anything major happens or tell the Tome Keeper to tell you.
I will discuss this with the Tome Keeper.
Okay. You should give him a hug sometime or something. I think he would really like that.
No response. No response. Just looking at the books.
It's okay, because Jobetta says it. Jobetta says it, and she's like, maybe, he would like that, or whatever. And she just kind of like backs up.
Just wordlessly researching. Oh, God.
I like to imagine at least part of the research is, what is a hug?
She says, thanks for the chat. Okay, bye. And she once again turns and just runs in the opposite direction.
A lot of this all the time. Ben's not even watching today.
I know, I'm so upset about it. He would be literally dying right now.
That's okay. We would have emotionally destroyed him and then built him back up again. It's fine.
So yeah, Jobetta just like kind of runs away. And she goes back to Corvan, tries to find Corvan. She says, so that was fruitful. People are disappearing. Spread the word.
I'll spread it around. I'll see if we can come up with some kind of
I would normally
keep track of people here.
I want to tell Eris and Discordia, but I don't want to talk to them.
I wouldn't go over those.
Yeah,
those
that's
strange.
That's yeah. I'll let Key handle that. But yeah, so maybe get the word to them. Because I don't know, this seems kind of right up their alley, so maybe they know somebody who would do something like this.
I don't know who would ask them.
The next time Guy's here, make him do it.
Sure. You know what? I could probably get Redan to do it too. That guy's up for everything.
He is. That guy is up for anything. You're totally right.
I gotta thank him for carrying my sword. I can feel everywhere he takes it.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
He's close.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to mention if he needs an alignment change, I can help him out.
I feel like never mind. All right.
Ceremony Baby's a first level spell.
It is a fun spell.
Rolda is much more aggressive with her. Have you heard about speeches than Jobetta is?
Have you heard about whomever I'm supporting at the moment?
Yeah, Jobetta's just kind of like, hey, Saluna's cool. If you want to know more, you just let me know. Rolda constantly is like bringing it up.
Have you heard of death?
Read this copy of Watchtower.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, that would be, it's good. Yeah, sure. And also roll that. No, I don't want to. Let's not.
Okay.
Not. Because they're. Do you know who Eris and Discordia are?
They are Gee's moms.
Well,
That is a good enough answer. Let's go
Well-
with that.
in some senses.
Some kind of maybe gods.
Yeah, they're gods. They're just chaotic.
Chat agrees.
Yeah. There's it's a lot. So I think we've learned a bit. We learned quite a bit of information. We should come here more often.
I'm very shiny. I like it.
I think we should stay here and never go back and say talk to people's sisters.
Oh, right. My sister's back in the other plane. Yeah. Hey, Corvin, you got an extra? You need some hands? You need a hand with anything?
No, we're good here.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're fine.
I'll pay you. I'll pay you to find me some.
So, anybody else have anything else you want to do? You want to talk
Anybody
some
got
ghosts?
I'm
nope.
curious too. I guess Roller would probably she's not going to run off and check on this, but she's kind of curious looking around. Does it seem like there's the same sort of goblin kobold area of the keep in the ethereal?
There is.
Interesting.
Although right now it's quite empty.
Which is a good thing,
Check back on that one.
I guess, because they're alive.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
means-
that's.
Anyway, and Lilith, you haven't? Are you? Did she kind of pokes her? Are you
all right?
good or you didn't really?
Great old one. How do you break a contract with?
I mean, if anybody would know.
Oh, that's. If you want to break a contract, it's
Infernal contracts. Sorry, they're different.
Oh, infernal contracts. You can kill the ones who hold the contract, or alternatively, because the political environment in the Nine Hells is so tumultuous, you could engineer the assassination of the contract holder in the Nine Hells, and that would render it void.
Oh, killing demon! I like killing demons. I like
either
that
one.
idea.
It is quite tumultuous right now. The blood war has come to another boil, as my understanding, and contracts are changing hands all over the place. They're bargaining chips, you see. But if you kill the person holding the bargaining chip before it has a chance to change hands, you can render it void.
That's interesting.
And what do you know of Bastilak?
Recently assassinated. All
What?
of his holdings transferred to Maleskakov.
Does that mean that the contract no good?
He partnered with another demon, so I don't know if it transferred to that guy or not. What was his name? Mastalok or something?
Maleskakov.
Maleskakov?
That's a mouthful.
Right?
Let's go.
All right, let me write that. That's, oh, wow. Okay. In just a few short questions, I got a whole lot of.
I told you.
Also,
Also,
no, it's just waiting.
speaking of the Nine Hells, Tiamat's missing. So
Yes, I have received information about that. I find
Oh.
it quite strange.
okay.
More information than just the fact that she's missing?
Well, yeah.
No, just the information I got from the Tome Keeper. He received
Oh.
from a imp known as Mr. Piztog. I believe.
Yep, that's her friend.
Yes, Mr. Piztog informed the Tome Keeper that Tiamat was in fact missing.
Oh, okay. Okay. So pretty much just the basic information.
Yes, very strange, very unusual. However, she's not currently wreaking havoc on your world, so
That's true. It is cause for concern, though.
that is usually where she goes.
Yeah. Something different is happening, it would appear.
Is Maleskakov.
Maleskakov.
Maleskakov. What kind of devil is he?
Maleskakov is a pit lord.
Oh, thank God he's an arc
He
devil.
recently received a promotion. He was a barbed devil before that.
How do I ask? Like, just how powerful is he, kind of thing.
How
Like,
powerful is he?
Yeah, how powerful? Can we take him?
And with the proper allies, I'm sure you could accomplish it. I've found I'm quite difficult at assessing the capabilities of mortal races. And then he pulls down a scoreboard. And he says, I've bet against you multiple times, and you've all surprised me.
Wow, harsh.
Um,
I dig it though.
Wait a second. Why is my name
Is
listed so
it-
much in here?
is it best to somehow get him out of the 9 hells to kill him? Because it would be dangerous to go in the 9 hells and kill him, right?
No, in some cases it would be easier.
Why?
Yeah. Well, I
Because
mean,
there is an abundance of back knives in the 9 hells.
Oh, so that's what you mean by hire an assassin to kill him.
Or simply find out who his enemies are, or even his
Yeah.
friends.
yeah.
There are no real friends in the 9 hells, simply people who are too afraid to act against you.
Yeah, but...
And if you stir that pot,
So, a good enough deception or persuasion, a demon could do a job without a deal, hopefully.
Jobetta's like, why would you use those words specifically? That's so weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, this is an option. Might be easier.
well,
Absolutely.
yelling up for Piz Dog. He's probably not going to appear at the ethereal plane, but
All right.
yeah, I guess as soon as we leave the ethereal plane, that'll be the first thing I do is call out for Piz Dog.
So before we anybody else have anything or
You guys want to stick around a bit longer? We can hang out here forever.
We
This
should.
is-
Oh, we've been so rude. We've kept your sister waiting for like an hour, Mrs. Jobetta. We should go back.
so nobody else got anything or right now? No, I really was just trying to make sure nobody else had anything before we leave because I don't know when
This
we're gonna be
is all
back.
informative.
No,
right?
it's fine. You just want to be courteous. to everything
And
that
Joetta's like, all right, and then since we went back to the Grand Archivist, she's like, give Finn a hug, bye, and like, just like one little time.
And I'll
And
show up to Corbin.
Rah, gah.
yeah,
Here's the big question: did Cookie give her meat or not?
hand on Lady Bella.
I guess we're gonna find out.
Oh joy!
All right.
Ah, yes.
So, hand on Lady Bella, back to the material plane. The drizzle has turned into pouring rain.
Oh man, this is awesome. And Joetta just starts like dancing in the rain.
And a rumble of thunder across the sky.
Not so awesome.
I'm going to go inside. I'm just one giant rod of lightning
Yeah,
attraction.
this ends with lightning strike.
I'll check on the garden so it doesn't get overflooded. I don't know what system they got into chicken.
I'm sure that Ogbog has put an
He's taking care of
irrigation
it.
system into
Oh
place.
yeah, He's got
Irrigation
this all-
system fancy.
He's
Yeah,
been
He's got
working
this
a lot
shit
on that.
unlocked.
All right, let's go to the bar, I guess.
Yep. And Piz Dog. Well, we'll do that after sister thing. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll tell you right now. You called for Piz Dog. He isn't responding.
I hate this.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, okay.
I imagine you call for him a bit on the way, and he just isn't showing up.
Hmm.
All right.
Maybe
All right.
he's just busy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's just busy. I don't know.
I only hurt you guys because I love you.
Do you want to take the time to focus on this? Do you want to stop right now and talk about it and how it
We
makes
don't
you
need
feel?
to go.
and-
You're just standing in the rain. The thunder's rolling.
I love
He
the
just
rain.
Stomps past up to the bar.
So Bella loves it.
I mean,
No, it's fine.
I'll
We'll
have
go
to-
to the bar. We'll go to the bar. It's fine.
oh, maybe I can ask for Dad to see if he can mentally find Piz Dog. I'll message that through the stone, and then you can tell them tomorrow. See if Redan gets that message.
Perfect.
All right, sister.
moving
Hey,
on.
is she passed out at the bar?
No,
Oh,
Dang.
what's happening? I don't. The way you said no.
she's not at the bar.
What?
Well, maybe she got a room.
All right,
On the bar?
Cookie. Where did my sister go?
Oh, well, she asked for a bit of my mead.
Uh-huh.
I gave her a drink of it, and then she asked for another.
Oh, Lord.
She was 3 in by the time that she finally stopped. And then she wandered off somewhere. I lost track of her. We got a little busy once the rain hit.
Come
Nobody tried to get in to get inside.
on. Yay.
Did you see which way she went?
I believe
Perchance?
she was headed into your base. Oh, no, wait. Tommy's not here right now.
Oh yeah, I was
No,
like,
Tommy,
I forgot who's
you're
not
back. Hello?
From the ether. Okay. Melissa says, I think she was headed downstairs.
oh,
Really
like to where-
downstairs?
oh
Oh, yeah.
God, is she in my room?
Ah! You don't lock your room, do you?
No, I don't have anything in there, so it's like not. All right, sure, I'll go to my room.
Oh, God. You don't want a drunk person in the river.
Okay.
Maybe I do. Don't worry about it.
All right. Let's check on this drunk
Is she
dwarf.
in my room?
All right. So,
Is she even?
if you go down and go into your room,
I hate what you're saying. I hate the way this is happening.
I don't
If
like
you
your
go
cadence.
down.
I don't either.
ladies and gentlemen, the results of our Patreon poll.
What?
Figrella Bone River is kneeling next to the water's edge in Gilbetta's room. The water has turned obsidian black as she finishes casting a ritual in darkness. She turns to the open door and says, "We're going to the Shadowfell!" And then she falls back into it and disappears.
Oh, fuck!
Did she
And we're
fail the
going to take a
Constitution
break
check?
right there.
Woo! Cool.
Oh my God, this drunk bitch.
Wow.
Take
All
a
right.
break right there. We're gonna release and drink fluids, and then we'll come back and continue the story from there. We're going to the Shadowfell, y'all.
Awesome transition.
We'll be back in 20 minutes.
Skeleton and zombie and a ghoul and the ghast and the vampire song. Edwin said, I've gotta put 'em down. Wait, said Nate, check their fresh sound. Wing Wong.
Welcome back
Hello.
to the Mercenaries of Mischief. I, as always, am your benevolent Dungeon Master, Puck. And we're back from our break. Everyone's got settled. Everybody's good. You all prepared to go to the Shadowfell?
Yeah, so she like dives backwards and is
Yeah.
like, "Oh, the Shadowfell, woo!"
Yeah.
Gebetta's like, "Damn it!" And she like jumps head first in after her, screaming, "You drunk bitch!" at the top of her lungs.
Can any
I'm
of us hear
definitely
this?
following Gilbetta.
Balls.
Did Gilbetta go alone?
I went with her.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Roller
yeah,
goes in
like-
right after.
Yeah, I'll go. I'm just wanting to make sure that. Yeah.
Going in?
I mean, you don't have to
Yeah.
go if you don't want to go.
All right. Lucas
Jumping
dives in. Lilith dives in.
Tally ho. We're here. Oh god. Wait, we're fine. We got clerics and a paladin.
Oh, well,
Well, it's
Well,
a
we
very
got
specific
clerics.
kind of paladin.
we got clerics.
This is a dark place.
I hear
Hence the
that.
name. Once you go through it, it feels like you're diving into water, but you
Yes.
come out the other side. It is uncomfortably dry. It is gray. There is no color anywhere except for the color of your armor. Everything else is gray and black and shadowy and wispy.
Me and Lilith brighten this
Anything
place
weird
up
going on here?
with our pink and blue skin.
Nope, you guys look the same as you ever did.
We ain't desaturated.
I'm orange.
I'm like, you couldn't have, we couldn't have like had a warning or whatever.
You were busy, so I opened the portal while you were gone.
How many?
And
Good
then
3 drinks of cookies mead, you insane person.
I
you
heard.
told me to try it.
I meant like once.
I did, and it was okay. And then I had another one, and it was better. Then I had some more, and it was really good. And I thought, I've been here for a while. I think
What do you think?
that I should go open the portal somewhere where you can find it. And so I asked somebody, I said, where is Gilbetta's room? And they said downstairs, so I went downstairs and I said, she can definitely find it here. And there's all this water that I need for the ritual in a dark place.
Yeah, you're
And
gonna
I
fix
did the
that.
ritual.
By the way,
Yeah.
Well,
Right about now, I reach out and grab her leg and cast Lesser Restoration.
no, she
I'm
was
having-
fine that
I
way.
am having such flashbacks.
Don't-
to Princess number 12.
Rhoda, no, why?
She was tolerable?
Yeah.
Yes.
She looks sick.
I liked her better this week.
No. And Gilbetta's like, Gilbetta's like looking at her. She was drunk.
Oh. Oh.
Gilbetta's looking around, seeing if she has any more cookies meat on her. Like, damn it.
Absolutely, it's fine.
This
A
bitch
bottle of wine, but
I mean, Lilith has a bottle of the
No,
stuff
it's
I've given her
fine.
to keep
It's
awake.
fine.
Mostly cocaine, but you know.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm
I don't.
I'm
your
sorry.
position is tumultuous, man. I don't. You keep saying stuff that's just.
Look,
Dude, stop
most,
talking about
Get
cocaine.
yourself.
most of the soldier
Okay.
skins I have are, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
well.
sorry. I'm sorry. I appear to have allowed myself. And she kind of stands up and straightens herself up. She was like collapsed on the ground. She like straightens herself up and. Well, welcome to the Shadowfell.
I could have gotten so much information out of her.
Mm-hmm.
God, Rhoda, why?
You can just take a back. If
All right.
there is a back.
I'm
No, it's fine.
just trying to help.
Hey, thank you, Rolda. Was it?
Yes, I'm Rolda.
I am Figrella Bone River. It is nice to meet you.
Hi, Mrs. Bone River. I'd like to help. And so, what are we doing?
Yeah, what you also you're gonna fix that is what I was saying before.
Yes. If we get back.
That's sure, but if we don't die here, that's non-negotiable that you're gonna fix that. That's my daily swimming spot
Oh,
because it's in my room.
well, that makes sense now.
Yeah. Also, I
Nice.
really hope that Sharp comes in behind us and locks the door so that nobody accidentally goes into my room and wanders into the shadow. What's this?
Falls into the shadow. Oh, yeah, can Evie fall in? Or Riptide? Riptide jumped in.
I'm getting flashbacks of last night. Shoot.
You
Hold.
guys
Okay.
are. It is dark and oppressive here. As she. Oh no.
What? What?
We need to leave this part of the Shadowfell
Oh.
because the person who lives there, and she points up to a big castle, is not somebody we want to be around.
Okay. Do you come here often?
Not this part, no. I generally make these gateways when I'm in a more sound state of mind. This is a discussion that we can have better while leaving.
Okay, great. Let's go. You know the way.
She starts ushering you guys away, and some clouds of mist move in front of you and take shape, take human forms, holding out weapons. Halt! You're trespassing on the Lord's estate.
I just point to Figrilla.
Which is exactly why we are trying to leave the
I'm
estate.
like, I'm with her. I don't know what's happening.
Who are you?
Enrolda.
I am Lady Figrella Stoutbeard. I am a servant of Shar. These are my mercenaries. We're here on a mission from Shar to solve a disturbance here in the Underdark, or in the Shadowfell.
Jabetta is suddenly very conscious of all of her saloon garb.
It's like all this moon shit just shining off of her.
Hey, what's up?
Strahd will want to hear about this.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Is that Lilith or Melissa?
I'm sorry, player.
He said Strahd.
I hate that guy.
Been here before. History check. That never mind.
Yep. Just drink that drink. Jabetta just lets Figrella talk. She's like, yeah, yep, we're here, yep. She said.
Are you sure that that you want to delay us? It could anger Shar. We are on a mission from her. It won't take long. Strahd wants to know about all the comings and goings.
Would you please alert us?
And we're going.
Goings?
Can we do a history check on Strahd?
Absolutely.
Well,
Finally, rolls.
should I do history or religion?
I suggest
history.
This is kind of a weird. Okay.
Good, because I have a -1.
I don't. Mm,
The rolls have not been kind to me lately.
you know.
I'm not even going to pretend my character knows who Strahd is.
We're all just like, I don't know.
Okay. Yay, bad rolls are funny.
And the guards turn to each other and say, "You don't want to resist us."
We're not. We're just.
These aren't undead, are they?
We're trying to leave.
You're thinking these are vampires.
How many of them are there?
Stop. Stop.
I'm just saying I can control one of them.
Stop. No.
There's currently 2.
You're gonna get fired, dude. I'm telling you. Like, you need to fucking calm down.
There's currently 2 of them, and so come with us.
I thought we were.
Figrella is just kind of shifting. Okay.
Wait.
Come along.
What?
We have to go meet with Strahd.
Oh no.
Okay, sure.
Uh,
I'm sure
You don't know who it is, so you're not worried. It's fine.
No,
I'm sure we'll just
I'm
clear
not
this
worried
up.
about. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about her.
all right.
Who?
Oh, you
Your sister. She's doing the.
fidget.
Yes, no, we'll do it, and then just turns around, and then the.
Everything's fine.
Insight.
And
Oh,
their
wow.
weapons.
I'm surprised.
Everything is not fine.
I mean,
I'll
I'm
lean
sorry,
over.
If you needed an insight to know that,
Hey, it's Lilith, man.
you didn't need the 18. That's for sure.
I'm pretty sure it's fine.
Just leaning over, just like, I think your sister's lying.
she's not, because everything is fine.
Is it?
And
Jobetta says to Lilith.
they start leading you guys
And then she
towards the
says,
castle.
"Wink."
Everything's fine.
Wink.
Okay, so she kind of hangs back a little bit. She's like, okay, so what do you guys know about Strahd?
Please tell. Nothing.
Okay,
Nada.
he's kind of a big deal in the vampire community.
Okay.
He's taken up residence in the Shadowfell recently.
Okay.
Kind of a big player.
Okay.
Vampires like it here because there is no sunlight ever,
Right.
and it's a good place to lay low.
Okay.
Wait, laid low, as in he's trying to hide from something or someone?
He had some altercations over the past few years, and he relocated to the Shadowfell for a little bit of peace and quiet.
All right. That's fine. So, and Jobetta very pointedly, she looks at Lucas and she said, she knows she looks at Lilith and she says, please don't do that thing where you ask like 6 million questions of this guy. And she turns to Rolda. And she says, please don't tell everybody everything. And she turns to Lucas and she just says, no.
It wouldn't work. Don't worry about it.
Yes, Rolda.
Can I ask him a million questions? Because
No.
I am very curious.
No, we're not doing that. Our goal is to get in here and out of here as quickly and as easily as possible. And then she looks back to Lucas and says, no.
I'm not going to. It doesn't work on him. I need to be like level 20 for it to even have a chance.
And
Level 20, what does that mean? I'm kidding.
yeah. That's a weird way to.
I think it's a military thing.
It's a
I
range.
know
It's very
I
much a
think-
military thing.
That Kalimvor would like these people because they kind of seem like undead, but I don't know if he has authority down here.
Shar
You're
has
not.
This is Shar's realm. Shar has authority over everything here.
So we should probably try not to start a war or anything, right?
That's what I correct.
Okay, but what if
No.
what if my deity is Shar?
It's not. You would
But
know.
it might be all of them.
She's very vain. Sorry. She looks at Shugura's looks at Figuerella. She's like, sorry, but you know it's true.
Okay.
So they lead you up through this courtyard. The courtyard is currently decorated with a variety of drow bodies. Hung in
Love what you've done with the
various
place.
ways. Our Lord has had incursions even here.
Yes.
But the environment here agrees with him.
Nice.
Does your lord know Lolth?
Stop. Roll it, please.
Sorry, I forgot. I mean,
In and
wow,
out.
it looks nice.
It's great. Can we get this over with?
Of course. Right this way. And they lead you in these big, darkened oak doors, push open into this beautiful entryway, immaculately decorated, as fine as any noble house that you've been to. It's still the same grays and blacks. And in fact, there are candles in this place lit with black flames that emit a dim light. But despite the absence of color, it still has a very high class, very opulent feel to this place. as you walk in.
I'm just kind of following Figrella.
All right.
And I whisper to Rolda, like, to if any of, to watch our group, and if anybody starts looking like they're gonna get out of hand, to cast Calm Emotions.
You're just like, hey, don't fuck up. Don't fuck up.
Please, God.
Sorry, I just lean a little bit in. Figrella? Is Strahd a king?
He's a lord of vampires.
We know one of those.
Yeah.
Or a retired one. Maybe.
Don't
And I whisper up to
mention it.
Jobetta, maybe he knows Tommy. I'm not gonna
Oh
say
God, no.
That's
Do not mention a vampire lord in hiding to Strahd.
But you know he was hiding, okay?
don't, please, Rolda, just please don't make me cast silence, please. I love you
And-
so much. Please don't make me do it. Yep, I'm so
Rolla starts to
sorry. I
look
know.
like she's suppressing a burp or
It's
something.
okay because Jobetta also is suppressing a lot because this is like the antithesis, whatever. I can't say that word right now of everything that Jobetta is. So
Lucas is having to do a thing where he's slipping back into an old role. Like an uncomfortable pair of shoes.
bro, you do what you gotta fucking do.
Oh no, and he's
Okay.
walking with purpose and very much a
Look at this.
Just like a soldier stance.
not
like
a
the
soldier
commander
stance,
is
more
here?
of a more less of a soldier stance, more of a noble
A noble
stance.
stance.
Ah,
Yeah.
I
Alright.
see.
Yeah, Jobetta's
Because
just
he knows where war is and where he knows what kind of battlefield this is.
I see.
Jobetta's behind Figrella, just kind of. It's that thing where they're like, I imagine it's like Figrella's here and Jobetta's kind of here, like off to the side, like, but behind her.
All right. So the guards, once they've ushered you in, they say, wait here. Somebody will be with you shortly. And then they go into a cloud of mist and slide under the door back up into the yard. And you guys are left standing in the foyer of Strahd's Shadowfell vacation home.
Jobetta just is like, nope,
And-
nope.
No, I'm going to say
Nope.
this, and do not dismiss it. Do not look him in the eye. Do not start a conversation and only speak when spoken to.
And Phil Gorella turns around and looks at everybody. He's just like, fuck, 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 fuck.
And Jobetta says, I wish you were still drunk.
Me
Ben
too.
Ben should be talking a lot. Miss Jobetta, should I make someone? Is there someone who needs protection from being like messed with? Maybe you or your sister.
No, I think if we just keep our heads down and just shut the fuck up, it'll be fine.
Okay. Because I can prevent someone from being charmed or threatened for bad.
I already have. I'm an elf.
A finely dressed, pale man with a big black beard walks into the room, standing at attention.
Roll it now.
Hello, I am Grigori.
Hello.
I am the Lord's butler.
Excellent to meet you, my good sir.
He has asked that I bring you to the sitting room.
That would be much appreciated. Thank you very much, Grigori.
I'm about to cast silence on Roll so hard. Then she can say whatever she wants and it doesn't matter.
He ushers you in to a room, and it's partially like a library, There are fine couches and seatings set up, and a large fire with one of these black flames in it. And if you actually look at the fire, there are actually bones inside instead of firewood. And there are a number of paintings in this place. And the paintings are depictions of various people in some are groups of people in very sinful poses, and other are depictions of gory scenes, and the paintings appear to animate when you look at them. And
Are any of the
move.
people blank silhouettes?
No. And Grigori stands peacefully at the side. Take your seats. The master will be in to see you shortly.
Thank you, Grigori. And we all...
Does Grigori leave or does he stay there?
He stays there.
I kind of gesture very lightly to sit down.
I've already sat down.
If you're not doing it, I'm imagining it's mostly for Rolda.
I was gonna try to check the chairs before I sat down, but
The chairs appear nice. They're like a leather.
I was actually gonna check under the chairs, but if he's standing there, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna sit down and keep my mouth shut.
Okay. Figrella
I feel
is
so
visibly-
bad for
Figrella is-
squelching rolled of it.
visibly sweating
Yeah.
in this dark, cold place.
So Lucas is doing something that he only really does at the keep. He's taking off the helmet,
All right.
and it's very much a sign of respect. It's kind of like take off your hat.
Rolda will take off her wig and put it on the back.
It's like taking cues. Right. Wigs off. Shapetta, you take off your hair too.
Jabetta
Little
tries,
headband.
and she's like, ouch. Yeah, I do canonically have a little headband now, I decided.
Yeah.
Yeah, nope. Jobetta's just sitting in silence. Just kind of, I imagine her and Figarella are just like,
And then Grigori says, "The master wishes to know where do you come from?"
We
looking at Figarella.
I come from Waterdeep. I am a cleric of Shar, and I'm here to investigate a disturbance in the Shadowfell. And these are my mercenaries. I hired them to accompany me here. The master wishes to know where all of you came from.
are all part of the Mercenaries of Mischief, aside from the lovely lady who just spoke. I, myself, have come from a further away land, where this is still new to me, but this scenario is familiar.
I see. And
I came from an egg.
And you are not a cleric of Shar. What are you doing here?
Sorry, me or Rolda?
Jobetta, because
Okay. She's kind of my sister-ish. And
Interesting.
she came to me and asked for our help. And even though Salune and Shar have their differences, it felt like a time to put them aside.
this is true. The master says there are strange times.
I believe these are strange times indeed.
And what of your tiefling?
That's Lilith.
Hi.
Where do you come from? Tiefling, where do you come from?
That's
The keep.
Oh God.
And before that, iodine.
Very well. And he bows his head low and walks away. And you guys are left in silence in this sitting room by yourselves.
Now I'm gonna check under the chair for.
Hold it, stay in the chair.
Stop. Don't. Please don't move. Don't move.
You can sit, make yourself comfortable. Don't do anything extra.
Just chill. Literally, just chill, please. We don't want to give more than you have to.
And slow footprints come down the stairs. And a tall, pale man, very handsome, descends and steps into the sitting room. Hello. I am Strahd, but you may call me Lord Strahd.
Thank you very much for this kindness, your lordship.
Welcome to my estate. I trust you find the accommodations comfortable.
Yes, of course.
Much quieter here in the Shadowfell. Not as many prying eyes.
I can imagine.
And he glides across the room. Not taking a seat, he just kind of goes up to a window. So, what business do you have here? And why did you decide to trespass on my estate to accomplish it?
To trespass on your estate was never our intention, your lordship. What we did was we opened a portal and made a mistake of ending up here, as opposed to outside of your estate. We meant you no disrespect.
Well, that is interesting. But why have you come?
Just looking at Figrilla.
I was tasked by Shar to look into a disturbance in the Shadowfell. Something is here that's not supposed to be, and I hired these mercenaries, and we're here to take care of it. Really?
That is the intention, your lordship.
Well, perhaps we have the same goals. Are you familiar with vampires?
Not as much as I should be, your lordship. But I'm always eager to learn more.
You know, I think I like this one. He kind of points out a finger. No, vampires do not do well in the light. Worse than even drow, I'm sure you're familiar with.
Yes.
All too much.
The Shadowfell is a kind of refuge for us. There are many vampires that seek homes here. As it is a place where we can be safe at all hours and be amongst our own kind.
Understandably.
I do know about the disturbances you are referring to. It is quite troublesome. New people come about, but some of them are old residents. Are you familiar with shadow dragons?
I am unfortunately not, your lordship. But once again, I would love to learn all you can tell me about them.
A shadow dragon is what happens when a dragon spends time in the Shadowfell and loses its mind. It loses its corporeal body and becomes a horrible beast. They generally are not much of a problem, but now there's more of them. And
This
they've
would-
organized.
That would seem to be quite the problem, your lordship.
Indeed, it is. So, if your intention is to solve these issues, then perhaps we are on the same side.
It would appear that way.
I feel any side opposed to you would be a side most terrible to be on.
Indeed, it would be. Very clever, smarter than you all look.
I do my best.
So, how can I be of assistance?
Simply,
We-
your lordship, we would enjoy to be leave your estate and continue on our work. Any further assistance from you would be unnecessary. Much appreciated, but unnecessary.
Ah, don't want to trouble me on my vacation, I see.
Not at
A
all.
wise choice. It was really more of a courtesy. However, since you have maintained such impeccable manners in my presence, I will tell you this. What you are looking for is off in the Hills of Despair. There is a cave with openings on all sides. Kind of a stone dome. And occasionally, it erupts with fire, lightning, frost, acid, and poison.
Well, thank you very much for all the information you've given us, your lordship.
Thank you for your incredible manners.
Well, I believe I was raised right. There's a deep bow.
Now, I will have you be on your way. Oh, but before you go, my butler, Grigori, a bit of a sad case. I found him betrayed, if you can believe it, by a vampire he sired himself. Certainly I nursed him back to health, reduced him in station. If he cannot hold it, clearly he doesn't deserve it, am I right?
Of course, your
Of
lordship.
course.
However, I cannot allow that debt to go unpaid. Would you happen to know of a vampire named Tomlin Ugili Ugoyabov?
Unfortunately, your lordship, I myself have no knowledge of anyone by the name of Tomlin.
And he kind of looks over everybody. Very well. On your way then.
Thank you
My
so much.
guards
your
will see
lordship.
you to the end of my estate. Do not return.
We wouldn't dare trouble you again, your lordship. Thank you for your boundless hospitality.
And he waves his hand. The gorilla frantically gets up and she's like, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yep.
I managed to leave last, give one last deep bow, and then exit the room with everyone else.
And just Jobetta has Rolda in front of her, and she's got her hand on her shoulder, on Rolda's shoulder, and she's like, just hold it in, just like 5 minutes, just hold on, please. And like okay, we're leaving, we're going, goodbye, we're going.
And the guards escort you to the edge of the estate. And then they return back up to the doors and leave you guys together. And Figuerella fully collapses onto the ground.
I do too! That's what I was
Holy
gonna say!
shit! Holy
How long
shit!
have you been a vampire? How long have you been a lord? Is being a vampire lord like a different kind of thing, or is it just like a ranking, like you're in charge of people? How are you floating? Do you know? We already answered that. If a dragon loses its mind in its body, is it still a dragon? Is that beard really itchy because it looks itchy?
You did good, Rolda.
God, Rolda. Jobetta's laying on the ground, and she's like, Rolda, I can't believe it. I can't believe it, how good you did. Oh, my Lord. And Lilith, you didn't yell at him one time. It was amazing. Salune, or the Sharsuck.
You didn't tell me your paladin had been to court.
Born and raised.
Look, we would have been fine. I know how to have decorum. First of all, fuck all of you. You two chat. You're over there like, God, thank God for Lucas. Like, not the only one that knows how to do shit.
Good work, everybody. Good work. We got our money's worth. Oh, God.
Stressful.
All right, we're going to give you guys another 5 minutes to compose yourself.
Here's a question I have.
We should probably go on after that.
Oh my gosh, shut up for like 1 second. Here's a question I have. Sis, the portal is over there. Whenever we go to leave, how the fuck? Can you make another portal out of here?
The exit portal isn't there.
Oh, thank God.
I don't know where the exit portal is.
Wait, you don't know?
That was in character. I laughed. Rolda laughed.
I've never done this when I was in that state. Okay.
Well, let's deal with the vampire lord and try not to piss him off more than we kind of already.
We're already off his property. It's fine.
Yep. I wouldn't trust that, though.
Let's go find the Hills of Despair, everybody. I know where that is.
Sounds nice.
Let's go. That was awful. Rolda, that was crazy. I saw you were like sweating crazy
Very
amounts.
hard. It's very, very curious. This is a very interesting man.
Red says, I fell asleep for a minute there. What'd I miss?
Nothing too important.
All right.
I mean, I wouldn't say that.
You can't hear Red.
I heard you say nothing too important.
Yeah, he was asking what kind of pizza we should have for dinner.
That doesn't make sense to how you answered the whatever.
Don't have important pizzas. Just no special ingredients.
Yeah,
Black
exactly.
truffle pizza.
Roll
We're
it
not
gets
doing
it.
that.
God, dude.
Oh.
So did we find Tiamat or what? Is everybody else thinking the same thing here?
Another thing. If a cave is open on all sides, is it really a cave?
Wait. What do you mean Tiamat?
Oh, she's missing.
Excuse me?
Yeah, girl, for a while.
Did you not notice?
No, I didn't know that the Dragon Queen was missing. No. You and I run in different circles, clearly. Is this your life?
Yeah, it
this what
is.
it's like for you all the time?
Yeah, this is pretty much. It's just a normal Sunday.
It's kind of what it's like, yeah.
Yeah. Is this not what you do? Is this not?
Do you have any more of that booze?
I don't. Can I roll to see if I
Can I use a point of purpose?
can I use a
do?
point of purpose to see if I have
Use
booze
some
on
point of purpose to get more booze? No, you don't have any.
Because Shano used to always carry it.
Yeah, he used to always have it. If only he were alive.
Ouch.
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 Does Lilith carry anything?
No, she has wine.
Yeah, she likes.
She
She
said.
doesn't like the really hard stuff. That's not Lilith's bag.
Yeah,
No, I have some.
I don't.
You know, if Becky
I
were here,
carried some episodes ago, but
Yeah.
I'll hold on to it.
But it's like, no, I don't have any on me.
My stuff is too hardcore.
I'm not much of a drinker, except
yeah,
occasionally.
I'm sorry I ruined everybody's fun. I thought it was helpful.
No, it's fine. It was just that initial like, no, but she was fun. It would have had to have happened for the Strahd thing anyway, so it's fine.
So we're going to the Hills of Despair?
Well, yeah, I guess we're gonna go. Let's go, because if it's not Tiamat, then we can figure it out. But I have a feeling it might be.
Okay, you keep saying Tiamat.
What? You know
And
what that
makes
is?
me feel like I should have hired more mercenaries. I'm telling you right now.
Well, it seems like Tiamat's in trouble.
Yeah, it's
Um,
she disappeared from the Nine Hells. Nobody knew
need to
where she went.
I think we need to help her so she doesn't turn into a worse thing.
Yeah, if she become could you imagine a shadow god dragon?
Oh.
Exactly. Where's I imagine we're
Just
walking.
like a wide-eyed stare.
I imagine we're like walking
Yeah.
towards
Through,
the wherever.
Through the... Oh. Okay.
And Jobetta's like, yeah, that's why I came to you, all that time ago, because like trying to, but this is like pretty much every day for me. And then
Yeah,
I run the keep on top. I'm the headmistress at the academy too, so it's
This is not the kind of thing a headmistress does.
well, we do things a little differently. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
All right. Well, it's this way. And she takes you guys along. At one point, you pass a group of bizarre-looking creatures that all look the same, marching in unison, but they look like stretched out, unusual versions of each other.
just gonna keep yep.
There's this,
Just
you run into a lot of those around here.
look. This is your place. This is your thing. I don't.
If Rhoda keeps stopping to look, at some point Lucas will pick her up, kind of throw her up into the air just so that she can land on his back to just...
Piggyback time. All right. As you begin to approach the Hills of Despair, you begin to hear roars in the distance.
Like dragon roars.
They sound like dragon roars.
Alright. I'm like, see, that's just seeming more and more like Tiamat.
Oh.
Sound like roars in unison or roars one at a time?
It happens periodically.
Do they sound angry or pained?
They sound very angry.
Look, we didn't I don't think piss her off, and we kind of know a little bit about what might be pissing her off, so maybe we can help her, and then she'll leave.
I think she wants out. She's probably stuck.
And then, as you crest Rocky Hilltop, you can see surrounding this dome-like stone structure, this expansive camp, flying the flags of the Black Skies Covenant. And flying above the camp is a white, a green, and a black dragon.
Yep.
In circles.
Yep.
And from the holes in this rocky dome-like structure, periodically erupts a burst of fire, frost, acid, poison.
How many of these fuckers are there?
Hundreds.
Um,
And we're going to stop right there. I know it's a little early, but
I was just gonna explain. I was just gonna like tell Figrilla what's happening.
Okay, you give her the debrief as she stares wide-eyed at all of this.
I'm just like, oh, there's Wakala Inna. That's like,
oh, good.
yeah. He's a lightning guy. Like that's
If I had 20 more soldiers, I might be able to do something, but that's just
yeah, 20 more.
There's the dragon who almost killed me.
Yeah, it is. So that's the show today. I'm sorry we're ending a little bit earlier than normal, but I didn't want to get into the thick of that just
yet.
So a little bit shorter today.
Seriously.
It's going to be a long one next time.
Probably.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the follows. Thanks for checking us out here. Be sure to check out Too Many Warlocks tomorrow as we deal with Dendar the Night Serpent, which is another big bad thing that's being taken care of on the other show right now. Be sure to tune in for more Deadlands on Tuesday. Check out our Avalon Society show, London Fog. London Fall, sorry. I want to say London
did the
Fog
same
right
thing for like 2
all
weeks.
the time.
I mean, one is a delicious drink, the other one is a show on our program.
Well, it's also
Yeah,
a trench coat company. I don't know.
Yes.
London
Interesting.
Fog.
Really?
Yeah.
I might have purchased from them, I'll be honest. But anyway, so thank you so much for watching. Big thank to our sponsor, Hero Forge, for sponsoring this content. I apologize for the sirens. It's all the time these days. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you for following. Please be sure to check us out on Discord, Twitter, and keep track of everything we've got going on. Check out our Patreon where you can win a chance to play in a game, or get a chance to play in a game once a month with me, and I can do all this crazy stuff to you like I do to these people all the time. And be sure to also check out our merch store where we've got Avalon Knights Academy 2020 class shirts. You'll still be able to get those for this year, but we're going to discontinue them each year and start up new years with different designs. It's going to be great. And I believe that's it for today. So tune in tomorrow, stay tuned for the raid, and until next time, class dismissed.
Polymorpher, Nate said I'll handle it. I will raise our daughters. Wing Wong Wombi, it's a skeleton and zombie. Ghoul and the Ghast and the vampire song. The first dead daughter brought back from death.